Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth foundation, highlight, and contour video. I'm just going to show you how I really contour, how I color correct, my concealer, all this good stuff. If you want to see my my 2017 favorites of all the stuff that I use to get my flawless look, I will link that in the bottom bar below, or I'm gonna just put it up in the cards. So there's a part 1 to this video. I did this eyeshadow look. I did an in-depth eyeshadow tutorial, meaning it's nearly 30 minutes long because I really go in depth, step by step, on what steps to do to get the perfect, not perfect, but the best eyeshadow. I also talk about how confusing it could be about eyeshadow, but there's nothing to be afraid of because I'm here. I got you. But today we're gonna be doing, this is the part 2 to the video, because this is gonna be just the face, all about the face, the brushes I use, the brushes that's good, you know. So as you guys know, I have a bunch of brushes, right? I probably didn't know, I don't know. I have a bunch of brushes, so I'm going to let you know each brush I use for different things and what's good brushes to use to get the flawless, to get a nice flawless, I can't talk today, a nice flawless finish. Okay, now we're going to start with foundation first. No, we're not. I'm a liar. We're going to start with primer. Okay, I'm an oily girl, so I'm gonna basically use products to control my oils. That's just what I do. So my favorite mattifying primer that I always use, besides the Cover FX mattifying primer, which is more on the high-end brand, but we're doing drugstore today. This is the e.l.f.'s mattifying balm, and I love using this. This is super dope. Like, it really keeps me matte. And for my under eye, because I like my under eye to be nice and moisturized, I use the Fasali Unicorn Essence. So I'm going to just, basically, I use a beauty blender. I like to use a beauty blender to apply this primer. So I'm going to just dip into that. It's nearly gone, you know, don't judge me. I believe I have another one. I hope I do. So I'm going to just dab this into my skin. Unicorn, and I just dabbed it. I just put a drop under my eye. I've been doing this lately. I have not always been doing this, but I basically like it. It just keeps me moisturized, because you know you put concealer under here, you know, eyeshadow falls under here, etc. So I just basically use this, and it smells so good. So I just use this under my under eye. I just let that sink in, and that's basically all that I do. But I also do I don't know where it is. The Benefit, the Pore Professional, right? The Pore Professional Benefit. I use that for my my pores. I mean my pores. Sometimes I remember to use it, sometimes I don't, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't have super large pores, but they are there. But when I really want to, when I'm going out or I want to be extra glammed, then I use it. So basically the eyeshadow is already done, so we're gonna go in with the foundation. The foundation I'm gonna use today is my number 1, my main 100 gram, which is the matte and poreless Maybelline Fit Me in 355 Coconut. So me personally, I like to use a beauty blender to apply my foundation, but a good foundation brush to use. This is dope. I love this brush. It's nice and angled. This is the NYX Professional, what brush is this? Brush 22. I brought this with my NYX Total Control foundation. This is perfect. Just to lay it down, even to buff it in, so perfect. I love it. What other? What's that? Where's that other brush? No, not that one. Oh, This definitely is a nice good brush if you want to do it like real quick. Just go and be done. I got this brush from Amazon. I think it was like $10, between $9 and $10, maybe 11, I don't know, for one. But this brush is good too. I haven't used this in so long, but it's a dope brush. Also, where's that other brush at? This is dirty, right? Don't mind that. This is the e.l.f. foundation brush. They have the I have the whole line, not the whole line, I have majority of it. This is a nice brush too. It looks different, but it's like dope. You just swipe it on just like this. It's so good. I love this brush. It's just like it gets in the crevices and stuff. I love this brush. I would use it today, but it's dirty. I have to I forgot to clean it. What else? It's a good brush. Flat kabuki brushes. I mean, it's just whatever your preference is. Flat kabuki brushes definitely, because you could actually press it into your skin, and then you could also go over it with a beauty blender. Oh shoot. Oh, there's another brush in here. Oh, this one is my favorite. This one is dirty too. I can't use this. This is the e.l.f. I don't know what brush this is, but it has this top. Let me put this down for a pull on me. It has a top kabuki brush. It's like kind of it's fluffy and kabuki, but it's not flat. But it's dope for pressing in foundation. Like this, I'm mad I stopped using this brush, but I just be so into my beauty blender. It's just like ugh. But this brush is dope. It's nice and fluffy. I think it comes as a trio. It's this one and it's two other brushes, but I don't know. I'm gonna link this brush down below because this brush don't even have a name. And this is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Like I said in my last video, if you're a beginner with eyeshadow, or you know, doing your face, highlight, contour, I suggest e.l.f. Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics has some dope brushes too as well, but I didn't start out using BH Cosmetic brushes. I started out with their palettes though. But they do have some nice affordable brushes. I do have the MAYBELLINE brushes. Those are dope, nice and soft. As well as I also like e.l.f. Cosmetics too as a good for good brushes. Cause you know, when you don't got good brushes, how you expect your foundation to be laid? I'm just saying. That's just how I feel. Like the brush quality gotta be on point. Okay, so I'm gonna take my beauty blender. I always start with one side of the face depending on how the foundation is. This is matte and poreless, so I'm gonna just dab it all over. Oh, this is cold. Jesus Christ. My favorite color corrector that is cheap, like $3 in my beauty supply store, is the Elegant Pro Concealer in the orange corrector. I don't use this all the time. I use it sometimes when I really had bad breakouts and I really want them to be covered, but I haven't had any bad breakouts besides this one down here. This one is healing, and I feel like I can cover this with my hair, so I don't feel like there's no need to. Sometimes I do. I need to fix my eyeliner. Sometimes I do. Hold on, give me 2 seconds real quick. So I'm back. Alright, so I'm gonna yeah, sometimes I use this orange corrector when I have really bad breakouts and I pop them. I do pop my pimples, like I'm not ashamed to say. I dry them out first, and then when it comes to a head, then I pop them. But I don't pick at them. I try not to pick at them. As well, this is a nice good low budget, not low budget, but low end concealer by the Orange Correct for the darker skin girls. We're gonna move into concealer. So I have a bunch of concealers. Like I said, if you want to see my favorite concealer video, go to my 2017 favorites if you haven't seen it already. Or maybe you just want to watch it again. I mean, that's cool too. I keep saying it's so annoying. Tarte Shape Tape has been my best friend. Shape Tape Concealer has been my best friend because I don't have to color correct under my eyes because I do have halos. It actually covers everything, so that's a plus. So that's the reason why I haven't really been using my orange color corrector, because I've been using my Tarte Shape Tape. Keep saying I'm annoying myself. So basically, you put concealer wherever your high points, your under eyes, your chin. Me personally, I like to do my laugh lines because I'm always smiling and like, you know. So I also do my forehead. I mean, it depends on the day. Like, if it's like if I'm going to a party or if I'm just playing in makeup, I might just go overboard just to take pictures or whatever. But sometimes I don't do all of this, you know. I might do under my eyes and my chin, but sometimes I don't do my laugh lines because I feel like I'm not going to have makeup on for that long, so there's no reason for me to just be going overboard. So I just take my beauty blender. Remind you, my beauty blender still has the mattifying primer on it. That's why I do that, because it keeps me mattified. And the reason why I put the Fasali Unicorn Essence under my eyes is to keep my eyes hydrated, under my eye hydrated. Concealer is also the Elegant Pro concealers. I am in the shade Fawn, and I could also use Toffee. So these are pretty good if you don't want to spend $7, because this Tarte Shape concealer was $27. Don't judge me. But yeah, this is pretty good as well, and it's full coverage. So don't feel like you need to spend spend on your money on makeup, because I mean, sometimes if it's stuff that I really want, then I'll be like, alright, I'll buy it. But if it's not and I can find a dupe for it, I'm with it. Like, I'm all about saving a buck. Like, all the time. I'm all about saving a buck. But sometimes I'll be like, you know what? If you really want it, Nene, just get it. Like, I mean, you only live once. So I also, after I do my concealer, I also take the beauty blender and I run it under my contour line. And it kind of contours it for me a little bit. It chisels out my contour, even though I didn't contour yet. And before my concealer sets under my eyes, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. under eye setting powder. I do sometimes go in with cream contouring. I do use, my favorite is the Black Radiance cream contour palette, and I would go over it with the Black Radiance powder contour palette. Like, this is my favorite ever. Like, these are my dynamic duals. But today I'm going to use the Elegant Pro concealer to contour today, and this is in dark cocoa. I haven't used this in so long. I found it in my kit, and I'm like, where you been at, bro? So I basically, you know where your contour is, like that. So my contour is like, ooh. My contour is that I basically go by my, what you call it, my sideburn. I hope this don't pop out, because it's been a while since I used it. Okay, so I just basically run it here. I'm going on my nose. Right under my chin. Where else do I go? Oh, on my forehead. I be forgetting sometimes, y'all. I be like, wait, what? Where else do I go? So I go on my forehead. And I just go in. I like to use a stippling brush. This doesn't have a name. It's just the elf stippling brush. It's like kind of short. It's like twigs. I call it twigs. And I just basically like blend up. I blend up. I like to blend up. Because remember, we already chiseled it with the beauty blender, so we're gonna just blend up. And this gets it like really precise. I don't know, is it just me, but it just gets it really precise for me. Like, instead of using a beauty blender, because I'm just like tapping, and I could just really like blend up with it. So I'd rather just stick a brush here. I'm trying not to get no concealer to this wig, because we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got... That's not even a song. I just made that up, y'all. I just made that up, y'all. I'm only doing cream contour. Like, sometimes I don't feel like cream contour, so I just use powder because, you know, it's like an extra step, basically. It's a whole extra step, and sometimes it depends on what I'm doing, where I'm going. I don't feel like it, but I noticed that with the cream, contouring, you get more precise contour. Like, you don't have to go on it with the powder. It's like, for some reason, the cream contour is more, I could chisel out my contour better with the cream. But, you know, it depends on when I'm ready for that day. Like, if I don't feel like it, I'm not. I'm gonna just be like, yeah, we're gonna get this good old powder. Especially if I'm running late somewhere. That's another thing. If I'm running late somewhere, like, bro, I'm not doing no cream. Like, bro. This came out nice. See, my freaking nose contour come out better with cream just now. Like, I'm with the its. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the the cream contour of the Black Radiance. When I powder contour, I love using angled brush, because it really gets into, like, it's like, it really gets into this part, you know, because it's on a slant. I'm not going like, well, of course I'm going like this, but it's on a slant, so angle brush is best, I feel like. But once you know where your contour is, you learn where your contour is, you don't need any guide. You could also start using any kind of brush. Like, some people use brushes like this. Like me, this would be a blush brush for me, this right here. But I don't use it. I use it for contour. I also started using it's my Ray #1 brush to contour as well, and it's really been doing me justice. You know what? I'm gonna use this today. It's really been my brush. This has been my brush lately. Cause, you know, there's nothing wrong with expanding your horizons. I mean, you might find things better than what you've been using. I think I'm gonna be extra today. I will go back into my under eye setting powder, and I will like go under my cheeks, so it can be like super duper precise. Like I told y'all already, y'all, I don't like baking. So as soon as I put it there, soon as I put it there, I am wiping it off. Like ASAP. Like I'm wiping it off ASAP. I'm wiping it off ASAP. I'm not playing that. I don't play these type of games. I really don't. I don't got time for that. I had my bad experience with flashback and I'm done. Okay. So now I go in with my setting spray. My setting spray. This is the Urban Decay Total Oil Control. So we're gonna set this. Haha. Where's the top? I'm gonna let that sink in. Sometimes I take the beauty blender and I just like if I see any red spots, I just dab it on so it can sink into my skin. I just dab it. Dab on them. I go in with my Makeup Forever. What is this? My Makeup Forever's setting to set my foundation. I mean, I always set my foundation. I don't know. I always forget sometimes. Don't judge me. I use the flat kabuki brush because it actually, you know, presses it in, like I said before. So I basically use this to set everything. Even I even redo my contour. I even redo my under eye, because if it's too white, then I could just, like, you know, tone it down a little bit. Nope, that doesn't go there. So we're gonna do highlight, which is my favorite part. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Master Chrome highlighter today. Y'all know this has been my favorite lately. I want to use that trick that Alyssa Ashley used. I keep forgetting every time I do it. Anyway, damn. Okay, so I just basically take my e.l.f. moisturizer. I put a pump on the back of my hand, and I kind of mix it in, like, you know, go like this. Take my beauty blender and I dab it on my cheeks. I dab it everywhere I'm going to put highlight on. And I just wiggle. I don't even like this one. I don't even know why I'm singing that. Listen. Get ugly. Alright, I'm gonna take this beauty blender. I'm gonna just dab on all of it so it can really be a natural highlight. You know, this is nowhere near natural, but you know what I mean. It won't look like powder sitting on top of my skin. Sitting on top of the world, top of the world. Top. I'm a nut. I can't take myself sometimes. I really cannot. So, this is my finished look. I'm gonna put some lashes on, I think. Hey guys, I'm back. I put some lashes on. I put some makeup under on my bottom lash line. Put some mascara on. But I forgot to put on some lip gloss. Never don't. I'm gonna lie, yes I do. I'm gonna put this e.l.f. lip gloss on. This is the e.l.f. clear lip gloss. $2, can't beat it. Okay, guys, this is the final look. I'm highlighted. I'm contoured. I don't really use blush like that. I used to love blush, but I don't use it as much as I used to. But I do have blush. But I do I haven't used blushes so long. Like, I don't know, I think the highlight is just good enough for me that I don't need blush. These lashes are the Jasmine Browns in Allure collab, and they're called Curly Queen and Defined. I love these lashes. They're nice and light on my lids, even though they're long as heck, but they're nice and light. I just thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can get notified every time I upload a video. If you want to know the details on this wig, then I will link that video down below. I did a get ready with me, meet my new wig video. If you haven't seen it, like, if you haven't seen my videos, like, you just might as well and watch. I'm gonna just link everything down below. Like, I'm gonna literally link all my recent videos all down below. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video. I hope I helped you out with my tips and tricks on what I use. All the products I use will be linked down below. I will have the names of everything I use. Thanks for watching this video. I'm about to take some pictures, do some slow-mos, and then we're out of here. You guys enjoy your day. I love you guys so much. See you in the next video.